In this video, I will be discussing about graphs of common polar equations. So first, allow me to discuss the polar equations for circles. And we already learned that the polar form of a circle whose center is at the point of origin or at the pole is r, which is equal to a, where a is some number. If you graph this one, this is a circle whose radius is a units. So if this is the pole, you move a units upward and a units to the right, a units downward, and a units to the left, and then you can connect these points and form a circle. So this is a circle whose radius is a. So a specific example for this is when r is equal to, say, 2. So this one is already a circle whose center is at the pole and with radius 2. So this is the center of the circle, so you move 2 units to the right, 2 units upward, then 2 units downward, 2 units to the left. Then you can connect these 4 points and sketch the graph of a circle of radius 2. So the coordinate of this point is 0, 2. And also this one is 0, negative 2. And this one is 2, 0. And also this one is negative 2, 0. Now what if our circle is a circle whose center is not at the point of origin? We can have a circle whose center is not at the point of origin generally as r, which is equal to a sine theta here. But when a is positive, so when a is greater than 0, the graph of this circle is a circle whose center is along the y-axis, and in fact this is a circle which is above the x-axis because a is positive. So the graph of this is a circle whose diameter is a. Since the diameter is a, the center is here, halfway to a. So this is the center of the circle whose coordinates are 0, a over 2. Then you move a over 2 to the right, a over 2 to the left, and a over 2 downward. And then sketch the graph of this circle whose radius is a over 2. So this is a circle whose diameter is a, and this is above the x-axis because a there is greater than 0, which means it's positive. Because if we have here a polar equation wherein r is equal to a sine theta, but the value of a is negative, which means it is less than 0, then the graph of this is still a circle and has a diameter of a, but it is below the x-axis. So here it is a circle of diameter a. So from the point of origin going here is the diameter of the circle. So therefore the center is at the point 0, negative a over 2. And then you move a over 2 to the right, then a over 2 to the left also, and sketch the graph of a circle. So you see the difference between the two. The equations are almost the same. The only difference is the sign of A. So when your A is positive, it is above the x-axis, and when your A is negative, that is below the x-axis. But both of them, the centers are along the y-axis. So an example for this is r is equal to 4 sine theta. And you see that the numerical coefficient 4 is positive. So this is a circle whose center is along the y-axis but above the x-axis, whose diameter is 4. Suppose this is 4. So the center is at the point 0, 2, halfway to 4. So here, the diameter is 4. So since the diameter is 4, the radius is 2. So you go 2 units to the right and 2 units to the left. So 2 units there. 2 units upward, 2 units downward. And then you can sketch the graph of a circle here. So another example, when you have r which is equal to negative 4 sine theta. So you see that the numerical coefficient is negative. Then this is a circle which is below the x-axis but still having a diameter of 4. So we go here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the diameter of our circle here. And since the diameter is 4, the radius is 2, halfway to 4. So this is the center of our circle, and it has coordinates of 0, negative 2. Since the radius is 2, you go 2 units to the right, 2 units to the left here. And of course, the circle passes through the point of origin. And then you can connect these points and approximate the graph of a circle whose radius is 2 and whose center is at the point 0, negative 2. Another equation of a circle whose center is not at the point of origin, we have r is equal to a cosine theta. And when a is greater than 0, which means it's positive, then it's a circle whose center is along the x-axis, and because a is positive, the circle is to the right of the y-axis, but still it has a diameter of a. So you go a units to the right because this is the diameter of our circle. So our center is halfway to a, so that is a over 2. Therefore, it has coordinates of a over 2, 0. So you go a over 2 upward, a over 2 downward, and a over 2 to the left, which is at the point of origin. And then you can sketch the graph of a circle whose center is along the x-axis but having a radius of a over 2. But what if the value of a is negative? So it has an equation of r is equal to a cosine theta, but the value of a is less than 0, meaning it's negative. The graph of this is a circle whose center is still along the x-axis, but this is to the left of the y-axis. So you move a units to the left of the point of origin. So our circle is still having a diameter of a. And since the diameter is a, the center is halfway to a. So this is having a center at a point negative a over 2, 0. And since the radius is a over 2, you go a over 2 upward and a over 2 downward. and then you can approximate the graph of a circle whose radius is a over 2 and whose center is along the x-axis but to the left of the y-axis. So when the value of a is positive, it is to the right of the point of origin, and if the value of a is negative, then it is to the left of the point of origin. But both of them are having diameters of a, so they are having radii of a over 2. So to give an example for this, we have, say, r is equal to 6 cosine theta, and since the function is cosine, the center of the circle is along the x-axis, but because this is positive, this is to the right of the point of origin. So it has a radius of 6. So let's have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And because the diameter is 6, the radius is halfway to 6, which is 3. So the center of the circle is at the point 3, 0. So you go 3 units upward, 3 units downward, 3 units to the left, which is the point of origin, and then you can sketch the approximate graph of a circle whose center is along the x-axis with the diameter of 6. So also I can give example for this one. Say r is equal to negative 6 cosine theta. The graph of this is almost the same graph as this, but this is to the left of the y-axis. So the center is along the x-axis and having a diameter of 6. So we go 6 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So therefore, the center is halfway to negative 6. So it has coordinates of negative 3, 0. So you go 3 units upward, 3 units to the right, and 3 units downward. So connecting these 4 points to form a circle with radius 3. So generally, as you can see, there are 3 classifications of circles here. The first one is a circle whose center is at the point of origin. So the general polar equation of that circle is r equals some number, and that number is the radius of the circle. And the second classification is when the polar equation involves the sine function. So we have here r equals a sine theta, and in this classification we can still classify it into 2, because when a is positive, it is above the x-axis, and when a is negative, it is below the x-axis. But all of them are having centers along the y-axis. And the third classification, the last classification, is when the polar equation involves a cosine function. And in this classification, we can still classify it into 2. That when a is positive, it is to the right of the point of origin. And when a is negative here, the circle is to the left of the point of origin. So you can remember that when it involves cosine, the centers are along the x-axis. But when the polar equations involve the sine function, the centers are along the y-axis. There. If you learned something today, please check out my channel for more videos like this and click subscribe. Click the notification bell below so you'll get notified whenever I'll be posting a new video. Don't forget to like this video to show your support. And always remember to math your Way up. Thank you.